I'm Nidhi Kumar and you're watching Science Time, a show that brings you the best that science offers, from exciting developments in science and technology to futuristic solutions. Cancer in all patients vanishes for the first time during US drug trial. Diabetes drug shows effective weight loss in people with obesity. World's largest plant discovered off the Australian coast. And let's take you to story number 1. And a small-scale trial of a drug for cancer treatment has shown 100% success in removing the tumors and preventing recurrence in patients. According to the World Health Organization, nearly 10 million people died in 2020. This amounted to cancer being responsible for almost 1 in 6 deaths. If further trials on a larger scale show similar results, we could be heading towards a cancer-free world. In a surprising result, for an ongoing medical trial, 12 rectal cancer patients were completely healed of the disease after taking a drug for 6 months. The patients underwent a series of medical exams, physical exams, endoscopy, biopsy, PET scans and MRI scans, and none of the reports showed any signs of the tumor. The initial purpose of this study was listed to find out whether the study drug TSR-042, followed by standard chemoradiotherapy and standard surgery, is an effective treatment for advanced deficient mismatch repair solid tumors. The medical trial was supported by the Simon and Eve Collin Foundation, GlaxoSmithKline, Stand Up to Cancer, Swim Across America and the National Cancer Institute of the National Institutes of Health. According to the initial plan, the treatment was to be followed by standard chemotherapy and surgery, and patients who had a complete clinical response would proceed without both. After at least 6 months of follow-up, all 12 patients showed a complete clinical response with no signs of the tumor. The findings were published in a paper in New England Journal of Medicine. And with that, let's take you to story number 2. And a drug approved to treat type 2 diabetes can have another striking effect on the body, causing significant weight loss in people with obesity. Once weekly injections of tirzepatide provided substantial and sustained reductions in body weight, researchers reported in the New England Journal of Medicine. About 9 out of 10 people with obesity lost weight while taking tirzepatide in this study, said Dr. Anya Jastreboff, the lead author and director of weight management and obesity prevention at the Yale Stress Center in New Haven, Connecticut. More than 2,500 adults with either a BMI of 30 or more or a BMI of 27 or more and at least one weight-related complication took part in phase 3 double-blind randomized controlled trial. It compared 3 different doses of tirzepatide with a placebo. None of the participants had diabetes. The results are comparable to those doctors see with gastric bypass surgery and higher than what has been observed with other drugs currently available in the market to treat obesity. And with that, let's take you to story number 3. The largest known plant on Earth, a seagrass roughly 3 times the size of Manhattan, has been discovered off the coast of Australia. Using genetic testing, scientists have determined a large underwater meadow in Western Australia is in fact one plant. It is believed to have spread from a single seed over at least 4,500 years. The team stumbled upon the discovery by accident at Shark Bay, about 800 kilometers north of Perth. They had set out to understand the genetic diversity of species ribbonweed commonly found along the parts of Australia's coast. Researchers collected shoots from across the bay and examined 18,000 genetic markers to create a fingerprint from each sample. They had aimed to discover how many plants made up the meadow. The answer blew us away. There was just one, said Jane Edgelow, the study's lead author. That's it. Just one plant has expanded over 180 kilometers in Shark Bay, making it the largest known plant on Earth. The plant is also remarkable for its hardiness, having grown in locations across the bay with wildly variable conditions. It appears to be really resilient, experiencing a wide range of temperatures and salinities plus extreme high light conditions, which together would be typically highly stressful for most plants, said Dr. Elizabeth Sinclair, One of the researchers. The species generally grows like a lawn at the rate of up to 35 centimeters a year. This is how researchers estimated it has taken 4,500 years to sprawl to its current size. The research has been published in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society B. And with this, we come to an end of this edition of Science Time. We'll be back with more exciting stories from the world of science next week. Until then, stay tuned to India Science. Namaskar. Thank you for watching.